Now, listen, you guys. Raja pulled up on Nicki Minaj, and to be honest, this is a link up that I didn't see coming. I'm not talking about him just being added to an Instagram live. I'm talking about them physically linking together with Amber Rose. Now, we're also going to be discussing about this entire situation with Nicki Minaj. It seems like when it comes to the Tidal swindler, Nicki is that single woman that has, the basketballs that a lot of men in the industry do not have. Okay, when it comes to that man from Fraudulent Nation. Now, we're also going to be talking about Armon Wiggins issuing out an apology for what he did outside the courthouse. And the funny thing is, a bunch of, his followers were in my comment section, flooding my comment section in the last video, justifying things that he did outside that courthouse. Meanwhile, the man himself is admitting and realizing that this isn't a good look. Hello, tea lovers, and welcome to the tea plug. I trust you guys are doing well, and I trust you are doing great. Personally, I am doing great, you guys. I am doing extremely amazing. And without further ado, let us dive straight into today's tea. So, first of all, let us talk about the Pink Lady and, of course, the Tidal swindler. When it comes to those two people, oh my God, Nicki Minaj is not scared, okay? I promise you, anything that pertains to the Tidal swindler, I know that Nicki Minaj is like, wake me up. I'm here to call him out on the BS. So yesterday on Twitter, she was out there just, pointing out what this man had done, especially when it comes to him allegedly swindling her out of $8 million. Now, personally, what I find interesting on the internet is that lately people have chosen to make it seem like people should be embarrassed for being pressed, for being bitter. And I'm like, I don't think there's anything embarrassing about that. I mean, if you surely have done something wrong to me, am I not allowed to be bitter? Am I not allowed to be pressed? You cannot tell me that if somebody tried to swindle $8 million out of you, you also wouldn't be pressed. So when people use that as a drag to say, oh my God, she's so pressed. Yeah, I sure would be. If you tried to steal 8 million from me, I would be praised as well. So I don't get it when people try to use this to silence people as if people should just walk all over you and you act unbothered just so you will look like you are not praised on the internet. No, sir. Thank you. Okay. I mean, if you try to swindle me out of $20, I will be praised and I'll be bitter and bothered and I will make it known. So imagine if somebody were to, like, I don't play those games. I don't care how much money it is. Don't even try to steal from me. I don't do that. And when people try to minimize you calling out people for trying to swindle you out of your hard earned money, most times those are the broke ones. Because if you have any form of financial literacy, you know that you can never be okay with anyone stealing from you. No, no. Give me back my money. Be that I have my money. Anyway, that being said, yesterday on Twitter, she was also just cooking. Somebody tweeted and said 8.91 million, and Desiree had the nerve to offer Nicki Minaj 1 million and gave her 24 hours to accept it when her share is 8.91 million according to the deal when he sold Tidal. But somehow Nicki Minaj is making things up and going against him for no reason in your eyes. Okay, and this is the absurdity of it. Like, how dare you tell someone to shut up about their money? Like, you come and sell something to us and you're telling us that we're doing this because we want to uplift each other as black people and stuff like that. And you try to rob me in that. And somehow the black community has made it normal to say this woman shouldn't be calling this man out. Like, are you mad? Are you crazy? But anyway, another person said, didn't anyone else find it strange that old A cases came out of nowhere once Nicki Minaj and Chris Brown started touring and they both got arrested out of the country to prevent their tour or be late? And Nicki Minaj put a question mark. And the Desiree tweet, she reposted that. And she also went ahead and responded to a comment that had said, how funny, my like was removed from this LOL. And she said, they can remove likes, but they cannot remove love. And then another person posted a meme and said, Jay-Z owes Nicki Minaj money and an apology. And then she reacted to that with an emoji. And of course, people were like, oh my God, she should keep quiet. How dare she does that? Oh, this and that. And I'm like, listen, this lady has got the rise to call out this man as much as she can. I know some of you will be out there crashing out over $2, but when it comes to another person, you want her to keep quiet. Please. Anyway, let me know in the comment section, you guys, what you think about Nicki Minaj, calling out the men from Fraudulent Nation. Like I said, it's a luta continua from here. Okay, we will continue calling him out, no matter if people call her bitter, us bitter, and all of these things. It doesn't negate the fact that, well, she was done wrong. And as if that is not enough, imagine the person who has done you wrong continuously trying to antagonize you. Like, where is your heart say? Do you have one at all? Because, okay, fine, you got away with taking money that was supposed to be mine. That's fine. But why are you still trying to sabotage my career? Is it not enough that you allegedly took from me? Why do you have to take the extra mile to do this? And somehow, to other people, the Tidal swindler is some form of a god. I don't know what that is about. But anyway, moving on to the next thing that we're going to be talking about. Let us talk about Armon Wiggins. Yesterday, I did a video and I was talking about how I felt like it was such a bad idea for him to be doing what he was doing outside the courthouse. Because guess what? The headlines were reading, did his supporters outside the courtroom celebrating and pouring baby oil on each other? That's what the headlines read. And for somebody who had done a very great job covering this entire case, as I expressed in my previous video, he did put in the work. He showed up, he was delivering, he was giving updates. You could tell that he genuinely put in the work. And I mentioned that in my previous video. Now, do I think it was a smart move for that man to be outside pouring baby oil on himself? No. Why? Some of you were coming in the comment section saying that, well, him and his followers and those people who follow him understand where the joke was coming from. But unfortunately, outside the courthouse is not limited to you guys only. Unfortunately, him doing that outside of the courthouse, that's not his YouTube channel. That's outside the courthouse where everybody else has got access to record him. And now that is why the headlines were flying around saying that he was a Tidal supporter. And I said it in the last video, but some of you were like, you have to be watching. That was a bad idea, period. Sometimes let some form of clout pass you. You don't always have to, not all clout is good clout. That's all I was just saying in my previous video. But apparently it made a lot of you mad to the point where you're like, as long as you're speaking in that accent. And I'm like, baby, are you new to Wakanda? Kimberly, let me tell you some monkey jokes. Boy, bye. Anyway, that being said, it seems like Armon finally saw the big clash and he decided to apologize, which in my own opinion, I feel like it's growth. He's now beginning to realize that if you're going to be a professional blogger, there's certain etiquette that you need to have, which is a step in the right direction, okay? I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all. But this is what, whether he meant it or not, the important thing is that he now understands that there are certain things that you cannot do and that not all clout is good clout. Okay? This is what he wrote. He said, yesterday, a clip of me outside the courthouse went viral and was taken out of context. What started as a light-hearted moment, part of a long-running joke with my audience, was misinterpreted as support for Sean Diddy Combs. That was never my intention. For the past 60 days, I have worked hard to cover this case with honesty and objectivity. That moment was about sharing a bit of levity with the community that has been on this journey with me, nothing more. Still, I fully understand how the timing and optics may have felt hurtful, especially to survivors of the A word. I sincerely apologize to anyone who was impacted or disappointed. This has been a reminder to move with greater care, and I remain committed to doing this work with integrity and heart. And then he said, I'm learning, I'm listening, and I'm moving forward with even more care and clarity. And honestly, I'm not mad at the fact that he was able to see that that was very distasteful. And that's exactly what I was saying in my previous video. For those of you who cannot comprehend what I was saying and who still can't comprehend what I was saying, even after this man's apology, well, leave Wakanda. Okay, because here I do not tolerate people who intentionally try to miss the point. The point was, it wasn't appropriate. Whether it was a joke that you guys were making, it's an in-house joke for you. It doesn't mean that you have to bring that joke outside the courthouse. after a court case that has impacted so many women, and the footage is literally there of the men dragging this woman, you know. It doesn't mean that you have to take the joke there. That's what I was saying in my previous video. And if you still can't comprehend it, like I said, I am banishing you from the land of Wakanda here. Anyway, moving on to the next thing that we're going to be talking about. Let us talk about Spotify. Spotify has been removing botted streams, okay? And it has been reported that, well, certain people, their streams have kind of gone down, and people were pointing out that, well, certain people like, Dochi, since Spotify started doing that routinely, have lost multiple streams. And am I shocked? Absolutely not. I mean, I've been seeing that a lot of artists have been botting, but as usual, what are they doing? They are using parody accounts to make it seem like Nicki Minaj is the one that lost listeners. And I am not understanding where they're getting that. But knowing people, they won't even check the handle that is posting. They will just run with it. So lately on Twitter, I've been seeing people convincing themselves that Nicki Minaj lost a lot of followers, a lot of streamers, and a lot of listeners, I'm sorry, on Spotify. And I'm like, you know that thing where like where your girl, like your friend's ex moves on with a new girl, and you both know that that girl is pretty AF, but you just tell each other lies to make each other feel good. Like, you're like, girl, she's not even that pretty. Deep down, you're like, my God, such a 10. This lady is gorgeous. But because you're just trying to, comfort your friend, you're like, ugly mother chucker. Such an ugly mother chucker. I've never seen anyone so ugly. Meanwhile, you are like, hey, Sabawa and S like that. But anyway, yeah, that being said, I feel like that's what's going on Twitter right now. They all know that they are lying, but they have to comfort each other in some way, okay? So they just go with the lies, and they get along, and they're like, wow, this is what happens. No one's still buying her music. No one cares about her. And I also see the Beyonce fans doing the same thing. They're like, no one cares about Granny. No one is checking for that lady. Meanwhile, Jay-Z and Beyonce have got a perfect marriage. But I promise you, as soon as Nicki Minaj hits post on that Chucky meme, 50% of the first comments, it's the beehive. So surely you love this lady. Surely you guys are keeping up with this lady, but you're trying to convince yourself that no one is checking for her. And you're not even bloggers, because don't equate it to me checking, some of the people that I don't even like. I do this, like, this is what I do, and I have to. Like, I have to go and check out even those that I don't like. But meanwhile, you're not even a blog page. You're just a fan of someone else, but you're obsessed with someone else. That's different. Don't even equate me to you. I'm just kidding. But you get what I'm saying. Anyway, moving on to the next thing that we're going to be talking about. Raja or Play J, as Nicki Minaj, has now crowned him. Okay, Raja is out there linking up with Nicki Minaj, and this is a link up that I didn't see coming. This is a link up that I do not know if I like, because the last people that Raja gets connected with, something strange happens to them. And so I'm not here for this link up. I'm sorry. Amber, are you the one who brought Raja to Nicki Minaj's, whatever sport that she was at? Is that you, Amber? I don't trust that man one bit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He can come through acting like Orlando Brown all he wants, like he's troubled by Hollywood and all of these things. But I do not trust that man at all. But that being said, I do believe that Nicki has enough discernment to know how to keep him at a distance. So the three of them kind of linked up. And it seems like Raja was now venting to Nicki Minaj about the things that he is going through, the things that are eating up his soul. And I'm not surprised that he would have things eating up his soul. I mean, it's Hollywood that we're talking about. And once it swallows you up, I think sometimes you end up doing things that you don't even like yourself. And Nicki was like, I've been on my investigative mode, and I've been trying to get the truth out of this man. And I do believe that Nicki might have utilized that time to her advantage. Like, if he came through thinking that he could get something on that lady, I'm pretty sure that she kind of turned it around. And And she was like, talk to me, vent to me, tell me what is going on. But one thing that I've always loved about Amber and Blake China is they've always given Nicki Minaj her tens, come what may. And, even in interviews, when Shannon Sharp was out there trying to bait Amber Rose into saying something disrespectful about the lady, Amber was like, I'm not doing that. She has done me a solid in the past, and I'll always respect her for that. And for that reason, I will also in turn just respect Amber Rose for being a real one like that. Anyway, let me insert what this live was all about. It was quite interesting. But after that, I don't think that I'm going to be coming back. So that being said, thank you very much, you guys, for watching, and thank you very much for making it this far. If you have not already, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button and do turn on the notification bell so that you'll be notified each and every time that I post. And for those of you who are still bragging about having an American accent and who wonder why I still speak like this and why I haven't over these couple of years trying to change my accent to sound I'm not fronting like I'm American. That's the thing. Okay, I love entertainment, I love female rap, but I'm not trying to sound like who I'm not. I'm true to who I am. This is who I am, and you will not catch me with an accent that's not mine. So if you have an issue with that, my apologies, but like I said, you're always open, you're always free to leave and exit Wakanda. And the more you emphasize on accent and stuff like that, the more I realize that actually it does seem like you may not have exposure in as far as traveling is concerned, because I mean, anyone with exposure would know that people from Asia have got a different accent when they're speaking English. People from Africa have got a different accent. People from England, where English actually originated, in England, they also do have a different accent, and Americans also do have a different accent. But no accent signifies smartness more than the other. Okay, I will refer you to Trevor Noah if you don't know what I'm talking about. He articulates the accent things in a far much more understandable way, where the more you kind of travel, the more you realize that my accent is not kind of universal, So do not be embarrassing yourself in the comment section, because I will be checking you each time. And we don't want to get to a point where now you're scared to comment. Just be a normal person and be an intelligent person, be an exposed person, okay? I do know that not everybody has the privilege to travel, but when you try to use your lack of exposure to drag someone, that becomes a problem. Until my next one, see you.
Hello, y'all. They've been shadow banning all my accounts.
Mine too.
Yours too?
I can't post on my stories.
What did we do, child? We shadow banned, y'all.
I'm trying to live in the shadows.
Ray J, are you shadow banned?
I'm super shadow banned.
Really?
I've been having the same followers for 5 years, and they say I keep growing.
Yo, my notifications are going up with followers, but my following on Instagram went down.
Right. They've been doing that to me, too. They took away
My
a
whole
bunch of my
notification
followers.
was going up.
Huh?
I said my whole notification, all right.
So, guys, guess who came by to see me? So, y'all, look at how shadow banned I am, child. What did I even do? Why I gotta be this shadow banned on Instagram Live? Somebody call them and tell them, like, what's good. I mean, what could I possibly say? What are you guys so... Oh, somebody said Ray J.
Come on, to live doesn't mean you alive. You taught me that, Nicki.
We not gonna start this nonsense. Anyway, so y'all, somebody just popped up on me, but I told them that they have to leave. Okay? And another special friend popped up. I told her she has to leave as well. So who do you think the second person is? Since y'all figured out the first person. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Amber, do you know how to sing?
Yeah.
Sing.
Sing,
Let
A&B.
me know. Let me know.
Oh! Sing your song. Just because I was singing that, you wanted to sing that. Everybody asked you to sing that. All right, guys, listen. I'll be back. Since actually, Play J. I made up a better name for him, Play J. I'm gonna let Play J say goodbye to you guys before I come off.
What's Play J though? What that mean?
I changed your name. You didn't hear?
Like Raja?
I changed it from Raja. It's
I got
not.
a tattoo.
I like Raja though.
You like Raja? And I told him Raja would have been good with the
With a
hodos.
Caribbean album.
With the Caribbean album.
To follow up on my intro, like this the new regular Raja.
Yeah, it's like a
Raja. But Play J could be one of his alter egos.
Yeah.
Like when he feeling in that, you know what I'm saying?
That's my new name.
Okay,
I
so
love this.
Barbz, all right, we're gonna so Barbz, I don't know if I should let this man stay. I told him never come to my home. I told him never pop up anywhere I am. Should I let him stay or should I have him get beat up right now?
Come on, Barbz.
Choose either stay or beat up.
Barbz.
Stay or beat up.
Y'all always been
Stay
mean. I
or
love
beat
you,
up.
Barbz. Can y'all welcome me in the crew? Can y'all welcome me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all being Barbz.
Oh wait, I wonder can they hear me? Oh, they saying stay. Stay, beat up.
Off with his head.
Beat up.
Damn.
Damn.
Damn, they want to beat my boy.
Man,
That's
and
crazy.
I'm like a good person inside, yo.
Beat up.
You are right.
Beat up. So I've been questioning him on some stuff, y'all, to know if, he, you know what I'm saying? So I'll let y'all know how that go. But I think a bunch more people said beat up than said, whatchamacallit, so.
And that hurts.
So you gonna have to get up on it. Somebody said beat up bad, stop. Somebody said drag him.
But what about the culture? What
about the culture?
What about uplifting the culture?
What you got to do with the culture?
That hurts me.
Except for running around here acting the fool all day, all night.
That's a good analogy of it. That's what.
Exactly. So tell us why you should not get beat up for coming to where I am here.
Well, because I've catered something that I've been yeah. I've been working on something, and it's totally like really creative, and y'all think I'm one way. But if you really get to know me, then I'm another way. So, like, I'm really getting burnt out of being bad. And I just want a chance, y'all.
And tell them that they may think a lot of things about you that aren't true according to you. I've been questioning you, you know. You know how I gets to the truth of everything.
Mm-hmm.
So let them know that there are things that they may think about you that haven't been true, and you haven't really come out and spoken about it. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, like, I'm having a hard time. I'm facing, like, 4 different situations, and it's like, it's turning me into this, like, I don't give a fuck monster. But in reality, the narratives is just so wrong, man. And it hurts. It hurts. When I see my daughter, it hurts, because I'm like, damn, I got to switch it up quick. Fuck what I'm doing now. It's deeper than that. It's bigger than that. It's the industry. And it's scared. It's scary, and I'm scared.
All right. You heard what he said. Ooh. They said, shut up, he's lying.
Then watch the winning stuff start popping up. Watch. Just give it a second. And it's going to start coming up.
Yup.
FF. They're going to be like, boom, it's going to start. At least one person going to say it in the next 30 comments.
Somebody said, he done lost weight. I don't forgive you for pushing Princess in that pool.
That's fine. I didn't.
Do she know how to swim?
Yeah, she was coming to push me in the pool. I just got out the way. Yeah, she knows how to swim.
I just got out the way. Boy, I would have beat you till you went to the hospital. Like, I would have beat you
I
so.
ran right in the car and drove off before she could even get out the pool.
And when I would have found you and beat you, okay? Like, you would have been happy. Okay, so guys, we'll be right back, okay? After these messages, we coming back. Look out for us, okay? All right.
Like somebody who knew how to find somebody was Whitney. She knew how to find me. And that's before trackers was made. That's crazy, yo.
Hey guys, how are you? What's going on? What are you doing? What are you getting into? Oh, what a surprise. What a surprise. The amount of people on Instagram is remarkably low. I wonder who's behind that. I wonder who's afraid. Okay, guys, that's all I wanted to see. I'll be back. Okay, give me a few minutes.